So my office have recently been reviewing the public's initial contact with the local police, with Dyfed-Powys Police, in order to give my office an insight into how they feel about that contact, to try and review the way in which the police interact with the public on a day-to-day basis. So they've looked into the way in which they contact through the contact centre, whether they've got access to police stations, all of the things that have been in effect causing people a little bit of concern within the community, and they've been highlighting that to me. So we undertook this review to try and uncover what perhaps needs to be undertaken to improve that situation. So it's important to thank the public for their interest in this review. Over 800 people engaged with my office through completing surveys and giving us their views on how the police should approach that initial contact with the public. And that's allowed us then to have quite a strong voice in talking to the force in relation to how they now shape the initial contact with the public. And there will be a communications strategy developed for the future. The local contact strategy is likely to differ from the national picture because there is a big push for digitalisation at a national level, whereas here in the Dyfed-Powys area we do have a slightly ageing population and a rural community who still value that face-to-face contact and being able to access the police service through more traditional means. Interestingly, only 40% of the calls that are received through the 101 system into the force call centre are about crime and are recording a crime. Therefore, it's really important that we make more sense really of that data and ensure that the public are educated about what is described as making the right call with different partner agencies, and that we get a message out to the public about which agency is the appropriate agency to deal with their particular incident at that time. The findings of the report and the review have been shared with the Chief Constable, and I've had already an official response back from the Chief Constable in relation to the work that will be undertaken. What's important to note is that this work dovetails in with one of the key priorities within my police and crime plan in relation to connecting with communities. So I'm hoping to see a positive difference in the way that Dyfed-Powys Police interacts and communicates with the public. So the next review that's planned within my office is to try and understand why victims continually, and sadly it's an increasing fact, that they withdraw out of the criminal justice system prior to any court hearing or any conclusion and outcome to their investigation. So we want to try and get into the detail of why that is the case here in the Dyfed-Powys area in order for us to try and improve that journey for victims through the criminal justice system.